Okay, welcome back. Today's lesson is going to be on something called transformations. There we go. Transformations, reflection, translation, rotation. So we're going to be taking a shape or an image or doing something, and we're going to be using that line of symmetry that we talked about in a previous lesson, where we would be able to see the reflection. Symmetry is all about reflection, so that is going to be part of what we talked about today, but we're also going to be talking about two other ideas with that. Let's see if we've got it. All right, so there are two different words that they use within math, a flip or reflection. So we're going to focus on reflection. Flip is something that the students might see, but I want them to think about the word reflection. Here's our line of symmetry. So I have that triangle, and this is a direct reflection of that over that line of symmetry right there. Let's see if I can even pull it down. Great. Okay. And then here's, if I have another line of symmetry, this is what it would look like if it was reflected. So it is the opposite, the same size, same shape, but it is the opposite of what the original was. So it's like taking this, picking it up, and flipping it over. That's why it's called a flip. But it's also reflection over the line of symmetry, depending on how you look at it. A slide, also known as translation, is where you would slide a picture directly across, that it looks exactly the same as the original. It might be up, it might be over, it might be down, but it looks exactly the same. That's called a translation. So if we think about translating a language from one to the other, it's the same thing, it's just a different language. Same picture, it's not moved even a little bit. It looks the exact same, but it's just in a different spot. Okay, that's called a translation. And the last one is a rotation, or a turn. Again, we're going to focus on the term rotation, taking that shape and rotating it. So we're keeping it on the table, we're just turning it a little bit. The reflection actually flips it up and takes it off the table. Translation is sliding it on the table. So this, again, rotation is taking it. Let's see if it'll work. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. And actually rotating it. So what helps some students with this one is actually rotating their Chromebook. I know there's an IXL skill looking at reflections, rotations, translations, and students can get a little confused. If it looks like that, they might say, well, or like that, they might say, well, that's just a reflection. Well, if they actually turn their Chromebooks, that shape is going to look the exact same. So again, we have three terms: reflection, rotation, translation. Those are going to be the ones that they're going to see on the MCAs or on the map test. Reflection is when they take a shape. There's your line of symmetry, and it's going to look the opposite. Okay? A translation is where they take a shape. Here's the line of symmetry, and they're just moving it from one spot. Let's see if I can actually do that. Oh, yeah, kind of. It just moves it straight over. Rotation. Let's do one like that. Okay. Rotation is where they're taking it and now spinning, so then it might look like that on the other side. Okay. My hope is that helps. There's, I'm sure, videos within IXL that would help to explain it too, if there are questions on how to transform those shapes from one to the other. If you have any other questions, please let us know.